217 pounds, the Bastard, Pac!
Pac sitting at 3 points in the Gold League. The Continental Classic still very much alive with a potential of 9 points remaining him. A victory tonight for Pac would make it a 4-way tie at the top of the table in the Gold League.
Yeah, I don't think anyone expected Speedball Mike Bailey, and of course we heard from Jet Speed earlier how important their matches are, for Mike Bailey to be tied with Okada and Fletcher at the top. And there it stands. This should be a great match. Wow.
And his opponent from Sydney, Australia, weighing 249 pounds, the Proto Star, Kyle Fletcher!
Kyle Fletcher making his way to the ring. Let's hear once again from Renee Paquette.
Both of these men make watching this sport so much fun. These are two peak athletes hitting their stride. Fletcher continues to solidify himself as the future of wrestling, while Pac has locked into an unearthly version of himself. Since returning from injury 3 months ago, Pac has somehow gotten even better. He attributes a shift in mindset to being fully immersed in Death Rider's principles: persistence, resilience, and preparation. When facing Fletcher in singles competition, Pac has a perfect record.
Well, thank you for that, Renee. Great analysis, great reporting. And remember, all Continental Classic matches contested under the same rule set, 20-minute time limit. Everyone is banned from ringside. 3 points to the winner of the match, 0 points to the loser. In the event of a draw, both men walk away with 1 point. We saw our opening contest tonight, Tony, the Continental Classic match between Roderick Strong and John Moxley in the Blue League. I mean, he was getting down to the wire. He was getting very close to that 20 minutes.
Yeah, and if you take a look at what's happening here tonight, very, very important for Pac. You saw his focus as he was looking at his opponent. There you see our standings. Fletcher, of course, and that 3-way tie that you talked about.
Fletcher, Kazuchika Okada, Speedball Mike Bailey, all tied up, knotted up at the top. 6 points in the group. Kevin Knight, 3 points. He'll be in action against Kazuchika Okada this Saturday on that special Collision broadcast kicking off at 2:30 p.m. Eastern, 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. Coast-to-coast Collision this Saturday.
Very special starting time. It's been a very, very special week for us. And I just think that if Kyle Fletcher is overconfident, he wrestled with a lot of confidence, as you know, he's going to get in trouble.
It seemed like he just assumed that he was going to walk away with a perfect record.
Sure.
In the Gold League last week. The way he was talking about Speedball Mike Bailey, he was already eyeing the semifinal round. Remember, Fletcher, he made it to the semifinals last year. He's done it before. He could do it again, but he won't do it again with a perfect group stage record.
Yeah, he won the Blue League last year with 12 points, then lost to Will Ospreay in the semis. And so he's proved himself to be a very good tournament wrestler.
Jack Perry will be in action this Saturday. And special broadcast of Collision, looking to get his first points on the board in the Gold League. Scoop and the slam. A little bit of frustration coming out of Kyle Fletcher, who, after having that arm attack by Pac, back elbow, well placed on the jaw, and the Bastard leaps over, springs to his feet, and facing drop kick was avoided by Fletcher. Lariat was avoided by Pac. He comes back, Hurricane Rana.
Pac combines speed and just power, and he's going to take flight here. Watch out. Oh.
The baseball slide avoided, and Pac sent for a loop by Fletcher.
The rise of Kyle Fletcher in AEW has been phenomenal.
Fletcher, again, what an impact. Sending Pac spinning.
Right here is a tag team partner with Mark Davis, and just has really set the world afire as a singles competitor.
Yeah, unfortunately for Mark Davis, he went down with a few injuries, but that opened the door for Kyle Fletcher to really blossom, to show his potential as a singles wrestler.
114 days as the TNT champ.
Jawbreaker by Pac. Fletcher looking to close the distance, which spills over the top into our announce desk here.
That's trouble.
As Pac lunging in with that boot to the jaw of Fletcher. And now diving hook on Rana.
Pac with so much speed. So quick. Snapped that Hurricane Rana. Getting a lot of momentum running from the apron.
And there's the 10 count on the floor. Both men have to be cognizant of. Manchester crowd cheering for the Newcastle native Pac. Pac, oh, wasn't that distance, but walked right into that one, Tony.
What a great crowd. You're right. Pac was listening to the crowd there a little bit too much, I think, Excalibur, and he paid for it. And he's angry about it, too. Look at that.
Pac. Nimbly up to the top, and now Fletcher in his grasp, and a avalanche belly-to-belly suplex. This Gold League match in the 2025 Continental Classic continues.
Pac with a release on that suplex, Excalibur, got even more torque, sending the former TNT champ down. That was great.
And Pac, he's not unaffected by that. You can see Pac trying to clear the cobwebs. He took an impact, but not as bad as Kyle Fletcher did.
Yeah, Pac's going to now come on the floor here.
And I just looked up off my monitor, and I saw Kyle Fletcher. I saw him grimacing in pain.
Right.
And now a kick to the thigh, almost like a Charlie horse there for Kyle Fletcher.
Kyle Fletcher is in major trouble here. I mean, that's pretty obvious, as you can see, but combine the fact that he is hurting and combine the fact that Pac is on the other end, like right here.
Fletcher once again hard into the barricade. And, stomp to the chest.
Well, they love Pac, don't they?
Pac, I mean, what an addition Pac was to the Death Riders by John Moxley.
I don't think it was surprising. I just think he fit the mold of what John Moxley wanted for his group.
Oh, but Fletcher turns things around on Pac, and half and half suplex. Rough landing, to say the least, for the bastard.
Yeah, Kyle Fletcher, out of nowhere when you think he's down. Magnificent athlete to be able to take all this from Pac and be able to get some offense going of his own.
Pac returns to the ring. Fletcher sticking close to his adversary. Fletcher now lining up, maybe powerbomb, perhaps pile driver, but Pac has no desire to find out. Oh! Thudding kicks into the chest of Pac, and now Fletcher, door open perhaps. Oh, Pac. Oh, God. Escapes free. Swing and a miss by Fletcher. Pac. A miss. Oh, contact on both sides. Both men go down.
And you can see, I mean, it's been, of course, it's 20-minute time limit, but this match has taken its toll on both men, and it's because they are such phenomenal athletes.
And then also just how grueling the Continental Classic is.
Absolutely, good call.
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite Holiday Bash. Kyle Fletcher with 6 points. Tied in a three-way tie for the lead, as here we see some of the action from just a few moments ago. The half and half suplex on the floor, but then look at this impact. Wow. Both men throwing everything they had at one another, and now Pac getting the better of Fletcher. Those elbow strikes. Pac seated at 3 points in the tournament. He could tie Fletcher, he could tie. Kazuchika Okada, he could tie. Speedball Mike Bailey with a victory here. And German suplex. Fletcher rattled and Pac on the move.
Pac hits those ropes.
Oh, driver. 1, 2, no.
I was just amazed for a moment there how hard Pac hits the ropes, how much speed he gets, but then it turned it against him that time. Look at that.
The speed and the belly-to-belly suplex back to live action. Fletcher was charging in and Pac anticipated and countered.
Yeah, once again, just remarkable athletes pushing each other, coming up with something, improvising. Look at Fletcher just pulling himself up, best he can do right now.
And this match, part of the group stage action in the Continental Classic, of course, 1 week from Saturday, World's End, live on pay-per-view on HBO Max. It will be the tournament semifinals and final round matchup in the Continental Classic. As Pac, the high boot in the corner, he's got Fletcher down. Pac is very dangerous from the top, Tony.
Yeah, we're only 10 days away from that big night, but, well.
Fletcher taking himself out of play. Out of play, but perhaps not out of the range of the bastard Pac. Orihara moonsault.
Fletcher turned the wrong way. He turned into Pac. If he'd have turned the other way, it may not have happened.
Now Pac returns Fletcher to the ring. And Fletcher, you can see dazed, struggling to get up to his feet. The Tiger suplex. 1, 2.
Oh!
2 count. As Fletcher, panicking, forced to kick out.
It may do Fletcher good to just roll out of the ring for a second, get a second win if you can. See the toll on the face of Pac, and there you see our big week.
10 minutes have gone by. 10 minutes remaining.
And we want to remind the fans, this is a 3-hour telecast here tonight. 3 hours. So much more great action to come.
Special start time for Collision this Saturday, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, 11:30 a.m. Pacific. Coast to coast on TNT and HBO Max as Fletcher once again trying to take himself out of the range of Pac, but Pac charging in. Fletcher over the top, rolls through. Michinoku driver. Worked for Fletcher before, but not that time. Pac, reverse work on Rana. And the bastard building up speed, building up momentum, and coming. Oh, Fletcher! Now Fletcher. Liger bomb, center of the ring. 1, 2. No, Pac able to kick out.
Twice the speed that Pac builds up, going right to left or north to south, whatever you want to say, worked against him.
And Fletcher, great timing and anticipation there. And now regaining the advantage. Over half the 20-minute time limit has elapsed, so both competitors have to keep that in mind. 3 points on the line, 3 points for the winner.
Both men just pulling themselves up on either end to get to a standing position.
Fletcher closes range with the boot into the jaw.
He's going for it. He's going for it.
Sheer drop brain buster, no. Pac lands on the apron. Guillotine for Fletcher over the top of Pac. Now the springboard. Oh, Fletcher too strong. Pac on the shoulders and Pac, look at this, manipulating his positioning. A standing brutalizer is locked in as Fletcher down to a knee.
Oh my, Fletcher is fading. No, he's not.
Or is he? Yeah, Tony. Fletcher up to his feet and to the ropes, but no. Pac rolls him through, flattens him out. Arm is trapped, as is the head. Brutalizer is cinched in as Fletcher trying to use those long legs to make it to the ropes, but can he? Can he force this break?
I don't think he realized how close he is to the ropes.
Oh, Fletcher, his face is closed. He is fading. Pac. There's the boot on the bottom rope to force the break.
He was right there. He didn't realize it, but as he was going out, seemingly, the foot hit the bottom rope.
Some frustration on the part of Pac, but he needs to keep his foot on the gas. As For the third time, Pac building up speed, building up momentum, and the lariat decks Fletcher. 1, 2, no!
You know, after the brutalizer and after the foot on the rope, I thought for sure that lariat did it. Damn, Kyle Fletcher just hangs in there.
Fletcher's tough, but Pac is so dangerous from this position, perched on the top rope. Oh, God! Fletcher kicking at the leg, and Pac takes a tumble, and now Fletcher, a third kick to the jaw. Pac may be out here. Fletcher wants to make it a certainty. Sheer drop, brainbuster. Fletcher, 1, 2, 3.
Pac is alive! Pac is alive! Can you believe it?
Fletcher was certain that he was about to be the first man in the 2025 Continental Classic to reach 9 points. But the bastard Pac is still alive, as you said.
Yeah, but right now Fletcher cannot stop. Keep the offense going if you want to win it. Don't let Pac get a breath.
Fletcher, thick and turnbuckle brainbuster, but Pac, knee to the head, shots to the body, trying to escape the grip of Kyle Fletcher, hammering with those elbow strikes.
Yeah, right on the back of the head, on the neck of Fletcher.
A headbutt, but Kyle Fletcher doggedly hanging on.
Brother, this is scary.
Pac, what does he have in mind here? Avalanche! Reverse Huracan Rana!
Oh, my. Fans are standing.
The anticipation is palpable. Black Arrow! And 3 points to the Bastard!
What a win.
Here's your winner, the Bastard, Pac.
Wow. Wow, how about this? Interesting position the Gold League finds itself in, Excalibur.